Hello everybody and welcome back to the TeamCosmicBodies YouTube channel. I am Lauren and this is Kyle and we are both the coaches at TeamCosmicBodies. I am an Olympian athlete and Arnold on the Arnold stage, and Kyle has been coaching me for years now.
I've competed a few times.
Yes.
I've done it a few times for sure. Gotten to elite level conditioning. But I definitely prefer coaching, and like she said, I've been coaching her for a few years now. I coached her to the Olympia and the Arnold stage.
So in today's video, we want to talk about why it's important to not always wanting to be cutting. And we work with a lot of bodybuilders, bikini competitors, and just physique athletes. We are so used to seeing ourselves stage lean and just always critiquing our physique and how we look, especially if we are prepping for the stage. So it's just really, really important to love your body, even in your improvement season when you are carrying a little bit more body fat on you. And it's okay to have body fat on you. It is totally normal. And even myself, I get a little insecure in my physique when I'm in my improvement season, but we have some tips today that we're going to share with you on how we get through those little insecurities that we may have.
Yeah, I think to really progress and to not spin your wheels, right? Like let's say you are lean, you're too lean all year round and you're cutting all the time, right? So you definitely don't want to be cutting longer than you're gaining throughout your lifting career if your goal is to continuously improve, right? You always want to be gaining longer than the cutting is happening. And so I think a big thing we kind of break it up into is kind of the mindset shift. You might want to not be looking at your abs so much in the mirror, you know, especially after you eat. A lot of times you kind of get into these weird little habits when you get really, really lean for the stage where you are checking yourself out all the time. And you're taking all these progress photos all the time and wearing not that much clothing, etc. So yeah, some of that mindset shifts might be where you might want to look at yourself pumped in the gym, you know, with that type of lighting. And that might be a little bit easier to handle mentally than the Starbucks bathroom lighting. Again, so not everyone does this, but sometimes
I think we all do.
You pick up some weird habits when you're really, really lean. So that's just part of it, I think, is just, you look at yourself with clothing on, you know, and with how you look in the gym pumped is a good scenario.
Yeah, like for myself, I have my leggings on and I'm like, whoa, look at my glute gains. And this is what I share with a lot of my clients. A lot of my clients send me pictures of their glute gains, like they're taking selfies in the mirror, or especially for me when I'm going out, like a date night or something, and I'm just really loving how I'm fitting in my jeans now. And another tip is maybe you have two different clothing sets. Like I'm definitely not gonna put on my tight little spandex shorts that fit me only when I'm contest prep lean. I am not going to put those on when I'm in my improvement season and have more body fat on me. So I do have some clothes that I will just not put on when I'm in my improvement season because it doesn't fit me. And wearing a medium looks really good on me right now compared to wearing a small. Putting my medium leggings on, I'm like, wow, this looks really good on me, and how my glutes look and everything. So that's another tip as well.
So yeah, I guess embracing having a little more body fat on you by how your mindset and all that. But going back to the actual topic, right? Why you don't want to cut that often and continue, you know, because a lot of times people bring the same physique a lot, right? So let's say if they cut every 6 months and they're just constantly cutting and they're constantly bringing the same physique and then they gain it all back fat without putting on more muscle. So I think some things you got to think about is the body composition, that to put on more muscle to not spin your wheels. I think as you get more advanced, you're going to have to be putting yourself through these phases. And I'm not saying you need to put on a ton of body fat. But yeah, you're going to be able to feel stronger in the gym and perform better and recover better.
When we're prepping and getting lean and everything, it's like our energy isn't really there. Our sleep isn't there. Our recovery, all of that stuff starts to lack. So that's why being in an improvement season, you have to embrace the good things about it. Like, I treat myself as a performance, like more as a performance athlete instead of my physique athlete and how I look all the time. I'm like, Lauren, we're eating, we're training hard, we're hitting PRs. I get so excited when I get into the gym now because I'm excited to push the weight and get stronger. So you really need to think about in your off season when you're in this gaining phase, is really about your performance in the gym. And this is what I talk about with all of my clients. Every time they check in, they're like, Lauren, I'm feeling so good. I'm hitting PRs. I can't believe how I'm feeling. I'm getting stronger. And that those are moments that are going to carry you through your improvement season.
And it might not be your favorite look, right? But you just know to get to that next level physique, you have to have a little bit more body fat on you to be able to, train harder, recover. Even just the heavier a person, the more force they can apply, right? So it's kind of just basic biomechanics too, or physics, where if you become heavier, you're gonna have more surface area and you can apply more force so you can get stronger,
And all of the time, I'm having clients always tell me, Lauren, can I cut again? I can't wait to cut again. Can we cut again? I have this vacation coming up. Can we cut? And most of the time I say no. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're only 2 months in our improvement season right now. You are making so much progress. Like, look at all the progress you're making in the gym. Why are we gonna do an 8-week cut just to get you a little bit leaner so you can feel better in your bathing suit? I mean, that is taking all this progress away from putting on muscle in your improvement season. You're just taking time away from putting on this muscle that we need.
It's a big reason why people need to make goals. I think if you can make these long-term chronic goals and then you can make these short-term goals, and then Lauren's basically talking about sticking to the goal. So if you just cut recently and you have a vacation coming up, it's like, all right, well, you got to remember your goal, and like having it written down is helpful for that, so you can stick to the goal. And if you're not going to compete or cut for 12 or 18 months just because some thing popped up and you want to be a little leaner for it, you got to just remember to stick to the goal. Mm-hmm. And so that is a big, getting more details into those goals, that's another way it can help you have more body fat on you, is making strength goals. Right? So you can I want to be able to hip thrust this much or lat pull down this much for this many reps. Doesn't even have to be a certain estimated 1 rep max or 1 rep max or something like that. And your max testing, it could actually just be for like, what's your working sets, so, and they could be long-term goals, they could be short-term goals. So making those strength goals will definitely help you stay focused in the gym. And it could be your why of what you could tell yourself when you are getting ready for the beach or something, and you're like, oh, I wish I was a little leaner, I should do a cut for the summer. And then you got to think back, well, how am I going to be able to pull down 115 pounds for 12 reps by cutting?
It's true. And another tip that I have too is, social media is hard. It is, you're scrolling through your phone, you're like, dang, I wish I was lean. Look at that person shredded. And I wish I was shredded and lean right now in my bathing suit in the summertime. So if you're following some people that are just always so just lean and shredded, like, maybe just mute them right now. Like, maybe they're just causing you to have a bad relationship within like yourself and everything. Mm-hmm. Because maybe that person isn't even happy. Because when you are so shredded and lean, you're a little bit irritable. Like,
some people can be.
Yeah, but it's
a business for them usually if they have a big following.
That's true.
Their motivations could be different.
If it's affecting your goals and you sticking with your improvement season, maybe mute them for a little bit, right? Maybe just follow them while you're...
And then just go to Walmart instead, and just kind of look around. and be like, oh, I'm actually pretty lean.
You know, I am even insecure about myself too, like when I'm lean, like honestly. So when I'm on the beach and I'm like stage lean, I even get a little insecure on walking around being so shredded lean looking. Like sometimes I just look at people on the beach and yeah, they have a little bit of body fat on them, but they're like happy, you know? So you just really need to love your body just in all aspects and enjoy, you know, other things just besides on how you look all the time.
Yeah, the grass is always greener because when you are really lean, usually you crave energy and food.
Yeah.
And so when you're a little heavier, you're like, oh, I wish I was leaner for this reason. So you kind of just need to embrace and stay in the moment and stick to the goal. Those are some tips, right? You don't want to sit there and spin your wheels and bring the same physique all the time. So if you really are trying to improve and build muscle, you might have to put a little bit more body fat on so you can train hard and recover and make some of those strength goals.
Yep. Okay, guys, thanks for listening and watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.